All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High and His only begotten Son. Call Layim La Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, root and teach well, Wabarakatham, to the hopeful elect. All right, I'll say through the Spirit, I want to go into a video entitled Names of the Lord Testimony, right? And this is just a testimony of me, applying the names of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai through faith and then deliverance happening. You see, because one of the things that the test that you may face certain brothers is you may have, we always consistently have demons that mess with us, but sometimes you might get to a situation where you actually see a demon and it actually starts fucking with you on the Lord will allow Satan to have a demon fuck with you on a more higher scale than normal. To try and deter your faith or make you doubt and get scared and stuff, man. So I have two testimonies, that I'm going to go into, and then basically just go into the importance of how those names delivered. You see, because the names of the Lord is more powerful. You see, that's all powerful is the names of the Lord, right? And that's the way we're going to make it in these times, by having sincere, true belief in those names. If you truly believe in those names, your actions will show it too. This is Joel chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 31. For edification, it says, the sun shall be turned into darkness and the moon into blood. And that's talking about when Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai returns. When he going to block the light from the chariots. It's going to be ICBM nuclear warheads being fired off. You see, the chariot's going to be beaming rays of light. So it's going to be all types of judgment, but it's going to be dark when he returns back. Everything will get shaken up, and the chariot's going to block a lot of the light, how big it is. You see, it says before the great and terrible day of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai comes, man. Right, and we're that day is drawing nigh. We're in a time period of the beginning of sorrows. You see now the beginning of sorrows is what? The rumors of wars, pestilence, the famine, all these things are beginning of sorrows, and we're here. Right, proving that we're close to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai's return. And then what else? The MOTB, that biometric technology, is being pushed out. Right, these devils are trying to forward their N-W-O. You see, proving that we're in the latter in times. Right, this is the next verse though. It says Joel 2:32, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall be delivered. Right. That's the only person who's going to make it, the one who calls on a name. Cry out the names of the Lord in faith. Call means what? Korah. Strong's 871:20. It says to call out, recite, to read, to cry out. It says to call into, cry for help, right? To proclaim. That's what preach means. Published or proclaimed. It says to be called, proclaimed, to read aloud, to be summoned, right? So you're gonna be preaching those names. You see? It says, and it shall come to pass, whosoever shall call on the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall be delivered. Right? You're going to get salvation. You see? And let's get that name as well. You got to believe in that Lord's power too. That comes with the names. You can't just say the names. You got to actually believe in the power of it. All right? Come on, man. Didn't maybe click the wrong word. There we go. Shem. All right, this is Strong's H8034. It says Shem. It says reputation, fame, glory, name, memorial, monument, right? Because the name's supposed to come with a monument or remembrance. The Lord always speaks about us remembering. Remember how I delivered you out of Egypt? Remember me, you see? So the name's supposed to have a remembrance of the power of the Lord, man. You see? But it says, and it shall come to pass, whosoever shall call in the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall be delivered. For on Mount Zion, that's the government of Israel, where people before a place. It says, and in Jerusalem shall be deliverance, right? It says, as Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai said, and in the remnant whom Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai shall call. And remnant means remainder, remaining. You see? And that's the ones who the Lord's going to deliver up in that chariot. You see, that the names are very important. This is Proverbs 18:10. It says the name of Yahweh is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and it's safe, right? The names of the Lord. And when you get the Lord in all caps, this is the Most High's name. the Lord, it's in all caps. It says Yah Ha Wah Ha. So it's Yahweh. So this is the Yah character, this is the Ha character, this is the Wah character, and this is the Ha character at the end. Come on, this thing tripping. But this is Ha at the end. If it lets me, there we go, Ha. So Yahweh, right? Yahweh, which means the existing one. He exists. He delivers. He delivers. He exists, or he is to be, right? And then Yahushai's name, which we'll get that real quick, who the world really call Jesus. We'll get his name real quick too. He has the same name as Joshua. Okay, it's up here. He has the same exact name as Joshua. All right, this is Joshua. All right, it says, and then when you go see up here, it says it spells it wrong. It should be Yah Ha Wah Shah, and then the I at the end, but it has a Yahweh Shawai. It has Yahweh Shawai at the end, but it should be this right here. It spells it correctly down here. It should be this right here. So Yah. Come on, come on, man. So there it is, right? Strong's H3091, right? It's a noun. This is the noun, the name, proper name, right? It says, so it should be the Yah Ha Wah Shah I. You see? Yah Ha Wah Shah I. Yahweh Shai. See, what does it mean? It says, really it's supposed to be he delivers or he saves. Because the Yah, this means he, right? And then Hawashai means deliver or saves, right? So that's what it really should be. Yah, and then which means he, and then Hawashai delivers or saves, right? But this is the true name of the Lord. When you go into the Strongs, it has it right there on the first slot. Right here. Yahweh Shai. See? Proper name. He is salvation, right? So those are the true names of Yahweh and Yahweh Shai. You see? And using those names is how you'll be delivered. Having sincere, true belief in them names. You know? So now without further ado, I'm finna go ahead and go into this testimony. So there's two times this happened. And this happened more when I was first coming into the truth. Now, more earlier in my, I'm still a babe in this thing, but earlier, you know, when I was more new, I happened to be laying down on the bed. And then first it started off as this, and then it happened into a dream. So, and the demon that was messing with me looked just like this, but he had some blue ass eyes. It was a big Cesare Borgia, you see, demon that looked like this. You see? Right? So this what happened. I was laying down in the bed, and then I happened to start hearing like a voice. It was saying, you don't know the truth. You just know lies. This is not, don't like, that's not my name. That's not the true names. You don't know the truth. And then I immediately knew, because I felt the presence of something eerie in the air. And I actually wasn't asleep at this moment. So I closed my eyes, and then when I closed my goddamn eyes, a fucking image like this popped up. Like, motherfucker, I just saw a face. Come on, man. This damn thing tripping. Here we go. I just saw a face like this pop up when I closed my eyes. And it was like looking at me, but I kept on calling on the names of the Lord, and then it left. But then, shortly after, I ended up being in a dream. And in the dream that I was in, I happened to I happened to be laying down the same way I was in real life. And in a dream, I happened to I heard some shit in the house. I heard something weird. I was like, is somebody here? And I looked and the door was open. So I heard him close the door. And when I closed the door, I heard some noises. So I was like, hold on. I kind of got in the room and I kind of got on guard and stuff. And then I looked outside, and as soon as I turned around from looking outside, this big motherfucker out here was just popping up, and he was levitating in the air. He was in the air, and he was just looking at me. And then he was looking at me, and I was like, damn. So I tried to like, I kind of jumped a little bit. When I jumped, that motherfucker was flying towards me, like you know how you had them damn scary movies where the damn it would like be a jump scare. So the motherfucker was levitating. He just started flying towards me full speed, and I just woke up. But it showed that like I like when a demon, this exact demon I seen in the dream was messing with me in real life. I was calling on names, and that shit went away. But then he had popped up in a fucking dream. But through the names, man, we have power to rebuke these demons. Because sometimes a demon won't show itself. A demon could just be putting some wicked ass thought in your mind. It could be putting some evil demonic shit in your mind. Like it was trying to. But I rebuked it. And then he came into the fucking dream and fucked with me. But through the names of the Lord, you have power over these things, man. Because Yahweh and Yahweh Shai is over these demons. But it was a demon that looked just like this. You see? And it was telling me there was a spirit on the left hand side, because that's what a demon is. A demon is nothing but an angel on the left hand side, which I'm gonna get a precept to prove that real quick. That's all a demon is. A demon is working for the Lord, man. Because like Satan has to, in order for Satan to send a demon to mess with you, he has to get permission from the Lord. Right? This is Psalms 68. I believe it's 68 or 78. It's one of the two. How he did them Egyptians. I'm finna find it real quick. It's either 68 or 78. It's one of the two. Or 50. Nah, it ain't 58. It's 78, I think. Let me see here. Let me pull this precept up. It's one of these two. 78. Yeah, here we go. This is where is it at though? It's right. It's here somewhere. I done passed it up. It's Psalm 78, and come on, man, where is it at? Where is it at? It's in this chapter. It's in this chapter, too. I don't know why I can't, I'm passing it up or something. Let me see. I might have to type it in. Dang, man, let me see. Let me type it in. Evil. Let me see. Man, let me see. Evil. Salakia. Damn. This motherfucker don't want to show me the preset I'm looking for. Salakia, I can bear with me here. Blue letter be tripping. Don't want to show you the scripture you're looking for. It's right up in there somewhere. Let's see. Where is it at? I knew I was in the right chapter. Psalms. Golly. Okay, Psalms. Oh, it's 49. I had to go all the way down. That's why. Here we go. Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm going to read up a little bit for edification. This Psalm 78 and verse 43, it says, how he had wrought signs in Egypt and his wonders in the field of Zon, and turned their rivers into blood and their floods that they cannot drink. Right? It's talking about the plagues he did to the Egyptians. It says he sent diverse sorts of flies among them, which devoured, and frogs, which destroyed them. He also gave their increase into caterpillars, so they famine. Right? It says in their labor unto the locust, he destroyed their vine with hail and their sycamore trees with frost. You see, it says he gave up their cattle also to the hail and their flocks to hot thunderbolts. He cast upon them the fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them, man. You see, demons. And this talking about the Lord did. You see, the Holy One of Israel. You see, and he jacked up us too in the wilderness, Israelites. But the Most High allows the demons to come and fuck with you. You see, that's in his control. So if somebody is getting plagued by a demon or demons messing with them, the Lord is over that situation. He wants that demon to fuck with somebody. All right. So now I got the next testimony, which this happened when down here in Texas we had that damn ice storm. That real bad. It was like a blizzard over here down there. It was some years ago. when we had that blizzard, I happened to, like, I was walking to my room. And then when I was walking into my room, I happened to see, like, so I walked to my room and went to sleep. And I immediately went into a dream. And in a dream, I did the exact same thing. But as I was walking, I seen in another room, I seen this big ass demon right here. It looked like Anubis. This is one of them fucking, he's supposed to be like the underworld of those, like, so basically like kind of like Satan a little bit down there. When it comes to these ancient Egyptian idols, Anubis, big ass black cat. So I was looking, and I seen them in that room. I said, hell no. So I immediately, when I looked in that room and saw that, I was like, hell no, I'm going to sleep in a dream. So I went and laid down. I'm like, man, I was like, hell no, I'm not messing with that nigga. So then when I got laid down in the bed, that fucking demon came right in there and started fucking with me immediately. As soon as I laid down, I put the cover over my head. Like, hell no, I saw that shit in that room. Boy, that demon must have did, so the best way I can describe it is basically the demon was making, like, it's like I felt his presence and I kind of like glanced at him a little bit. But when he came in the presence of me, he was using like some spiritual power to like fucking make the blanket sink into my face. Like he was suffocating me in a dream. And then basically I couldn't talk for a second. In a dream I was trying to call the names of the Lord, but I couldn't. But then once I did call the names of the Lord, I called on the names of the Lord like twice. Anya Garkashatayim Bahashim Yahweh Bashin Awashai. Anya Garkashatayim Bahashim Yahweh Bashin Awashai. And after that second time I did it, I felt like the spirit come upon me. And I was able to I fought the demon off. It was like basically I got the spiritual power through calling on the names. And as I was calling on the names, I was able to, like, I started in a dream. Like, I didn't even control it. I just started hitting the demon, and I felt him, like, I overpowered him. When I hit him like 3 times. Because at first he had the blanket suffering over me, like suffocating me. It was closing in on my face, and I couldn't breathe. But once I finally was able to get the names out, I was hitting the demon, and he flew back. Like, it was like, I hit somebody with a body shot, and their body tense up, and they start trying to, like, they start doing their defensive mechanisms because they got hurt by a shot. So the demon started kind of doing like that. And then when I hit him that final time, he flew back and he went back into wherever he was, like spirit world, wherever he was at. And then I woke up. And when I woke up, like I swung a couple times in real life. And I woke up. And then lo and behold, shortly after, a brother did a lesson on it. And he basically, on the lesson title, it was entitled, "You Can Box These Demons," with the names. So I had that dream, and then a brother did a lesson not even 10 minutes after, speaking about how we have the ability to battle these demons with the names, man. He said, you can box these demons. And I had a dream where I literally did the exact thing that the brother had on the video. You see? But the demon looked just like this. He was about like, nigga was like 8 feet tall. He was about the size of his head was like damn near to the size of the ceiling. I also saw a big black dark ass fucking like demon that looked just like that. That long face, them big ass ears. Looked like, so this is like an Anubis. I saw that shit. I was like, oh hell no. But then he started fucking with me. But I called on names and I was able to battle that demon. You see, so we able to battle these demons on the left hand side that fuck with us daily. And even if you get in a situation where you see a demon, you got to call on the names of Yahweh Bashin Yahweh. You see, and that's how we battle. That's how we win this spiritual battle, through the power of the Lord, not our own like saving power. Right? Now I want to get these last 2 precepts I have right here. You see, this is Acts 4. I'm starting verse 10. It says, "Be it known unto you all, and to all the people of Israel, that by the name of Yahweh Shai Mashiach of Nazareth," you see, that's the true name of it. Says Jesus Christ is Yahweh Shai, right? And then Mashiach means the anointed. It says, "Of Nazareth, whom ye crucified, whom the Heavenly Father raised from the dead, even by him doth this man stand here before you whole." You see? He got risen up by the Heavenly Father. It says, verse 11, it says, "This is the stone which was set at naught of you builders, which become the head of the corner." He's the cornerstone, the foundation. Right? This is verse 12. It says, "Neither is there salvation in any other, for there is none other name given under heaven among men whereby we must be saved or delivered." Right? And that's how we're going to get delivered in these perilous evil times, via through the names of the Lord. All right, this is so it says sozo. It says shozo. Soazo. All right, it says Strong's G 4981. Right, it says to keep safe and sound, rescue from danger or destruction. Demon messing with you. You in a situation where you lacking things. You need deliverance. Esau coming down. Esau gonna be trying to kill us. We're gonna be in a situation where we're gonna be in the midst of teeth of wild beasts, angels on the left hand side judging people. We're gonna be in a situation where it's gonna be tribulation all around us. So we're gonna have to call on the names of the Lord to be delivered. Right? It says to save one from suffering, perishing, one suffering from disease, to make well, heal, restore to health. So even when we get sick, we got to call on the names of the Lord. You see, that's who heals us, is Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. All right, preserve one who is in danger of destruction. It says to deliver from the penalties of the messianic judgment when Yahushua returns, to save you from Jacob's trouble. You got to call on the names of the Lord, right? And lastly, I want to get this precept, man. This is Luke 10. I'm starting verse 70. It says, I'm reading NLT. It says, when the 72 disciples returned, they joyfully reported to him, Lord, even the demons obey us when we use your name. So he was able to rebuke demons through the names of the Lord. Right? It says, yes, he told them, I saw Satan fall from heaven like lightning. You see? And that's what we're getting ready to see now. You know, the people who, the physical counterpart of Satan, Esau Edom, is getting ready to fall. You see? Because he's ruling in the working of Satan. This is verse 19, I'm Salakia. It says, look, I have given you authority over all the power of the enemy, and you can walk among snakes and scorpions and crush them. Nothing will injure you. So the Lord gave us the ability to be able to be shielded and protected by him. As long as we serving him, we have a hedge of protection over us. You see, from all these people that are trying to attack us and all these enemies on the left-hand side, we have protection of it, divine protection via through being in his truth. But what did Yahushua say, though? It says, but don't rejoice because evil spirits obey you. Rejoice because your names are registered in heaven, right? Because the Lord is dealing with you. You know, you could possibly be of the elect. That's what you rejoice in, that the Lord is dealing with you. Because that's the reason why you're able to do these things, is because the Heavenly Father put a hedge of protection over you. He's delivering you. But if the Lord not dealing with you, then the demons will be able to have a field day with you, and you won't be able to do those things, man. So that's why Yahushua told them, rejoice in that. That's the same as Jeremiah 9th chapter. Rejoice that glory that you know it and understand it, the Lord. Because that's what matters at the end of the day, man. But that's the point I wanted to go into, the importance of the names. Because even within that, though, what did it just say, though? It says the demons are subject through thy names, through the power of Yahushua, through the names and what comes with his names, right? So that's the point I wanted to go into in this video. You know, this little testimonial. Lord willing, this edify, and it exhorted brothers to, you know, see the power in the names of the Lord. I'm ending it all by saying, call halal Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone, root and teach well. Till next time, come